Today we are going to discuss about the syllabus of Neet exam. Cause to clarify the Neet exam, you have to have a detailed knowledge about the syllabus of this exam. So let's talk about the physics syllabus. We are going to discuss about the physics syllabus. So the first chapter of this the syllabus is the physical world and measurement. You know it is the first chapter of your class 11th NCERT, and under this chapter you have to cover units and measurement and many other topics. And the second one subject is kinematics. It is a study of motion, and going to find it is the third chapter. It is laws of motion, and the fourth one is work, energy and power. And the fifth one is the motion of system of particle and rigid body, and the sixth one is gravitation. The seventh one is the properties of bulk matter, and the eighth one is thermodynamics. It is the most important chapter of the 11th syllabus. And the ninth one is the behavior of perfect gas and kinetic theory. And one of the toughest chapter of 11th syllabus, the 10th one is oscillation and wave. And now starts the chapter class 12 syllabus of physics for NEET exam. It is the first chapter, electrostatics. And let me tell you, the class 12 syllabus is completely based on electricity and magnetism. So the first chapter is electrostatics, and the second chapter is current, electricity, and the third chapter is magnetic effect of current and magnetism, and the fourth chapter is the electromagnetic induction and alternating current, and the fifth one is electromagnetic wave, and the sixth one is optics. Here comes the optics. It is the study of light, and the seventh one is the dual nature of matter and radiation, and the eighth one is the atom and nuclei. It is the one of the most easiest chapter of class 12 syllabus for NEET. And the ninth one is electronic device. And thus the chapter of class 12 has ended, and now let's talk about the weightage of this chapter. You can see the weightage of alternating current and atoms, and like many other chapters. Like, you can pause this video, and you can download this PDF. You can ask me later in the comment section, and we will provide the PDF also. Let's talk about the chemistry of NEET syllabus. Starting from the class 11th syllabus, it is the some basic concept of chemistry. It is the first chapter of the 11th syllabus, and the second one is structure of atom. The third one is classification of elements and periodicity of property. It is the periodic table, and the fourth one is chemical bonding and molecular structure. The fifth one is states of matter with gas and liquid, and the sixth one is thermodynamics, and the seventh one is equilibrium, and the eighth one is redox reaction. The ninth one is hydrogen. It is a part of inorganic chemistry, and the 10th one is S-block element, and the 11th is some p-block element. It's all part of a inorganic chemistry. And let's start the organic chemistry. The 12th chapter of 11th syllabus is the some basic principle and techniques details. It is the general study of organic chemistry. And the 13th one is hydrocarbon. It is also a organic chemistry chapter. and the easiest one is environmental chemistry. And thus the syllabus of class 11 has ended, and let's start the topic of class 12 syllabus. The first chapter of class 12 syllabus in chemistry for Neet is the solid state, and the second one is solutions, third one is electrochemistry, and the fourth one is chemical kinetics. The fifth one is surface chemistry, and the sixth one is general principle and process of isolation of element. अब देख सकते हो यहाँ पे. And let's start the inorganic of class 12. Here you can also find the p block element, and it is the add-on from class 11th chapter p block, and the D and F block element, it is the class 12 chapter, it is the 8th chapter. You can find the lanthanide and actinide in this section. And the 9th chapter is the coordination compounds, and the 10th the one is haloalkane and haloarenes. The 11th one is alcohol, phenol and ether, and the 12th one is aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. The 13th is and the organic chemistry start. It is the first chapter of class 12 organic chemistry. It is the organic compounds containing nitrogen. And the 14th chapter is the biomolecules. Here you can also find the structures of organic compounds, and it is merely the same chapter you can find on the biology biomolecules. Almost the similar chapter, but in chemistry you can find the structures of this molecule. And the 15th one is polymers, and like usual the last chapter, the easiest one is the chemistry in everyday life is the easiest one. And thus the class 12 syllabus also ended, and let's talk about the weightage. You can see, you can pause the video and watch the weightage of every chapter, which is the most important chapter. You can find the 3 or 4 question or 2 question, and the comparatively the less the important chapters containing 1 question every year. And thus the chemistry syllabus ended, and let's start about the biology. In biology, the first chapter of 11th is the diversity in living world, and the second one is the structural organization in element and plant, and the third one is cell structure and functions, and the fourth one is the plant physiology, and the human physiology. The fourth chapter is the human physiology. Like in this human physiology, it is the one of the most important chapter. Here you can find the physiology part like digestion, absorption, breathing, and like many more. You can pause the video to read, or we can provide the PDF also. And like the most interesting chapter is the reproduction. It is the class 12 syllabus of NCERT biology for Neet syllabus. It is the reproduction, but although it is an interesting chapter, the first chapter starts with plant, so no more interest. And the second one is the genetics evolution, and in this reproduction chapter you can find the third chapter, sorry, it is the human reproduction. And the second one is the genetics and evolution, third one is biology and human welfare, and the fourth one is biotechnology and in appliance, and the fifth one is ecology and environment. And let's talk, thus the syllabus of Neet, whole Neet is ended, and let's talk about the biology weightage. You can see, you can pause the video again to read the weightage of every chapter, or we can provide the PDF also. And thus the ended, the PDF has ended, and the syllabus also we discussed. And if you want to know the further about this PDF about the syllabus, you can download the PDF. We can provide the PDF also. Like, so the syllabus has ended. For the Neet exam, we can teach the whole syllabus of biology. I will teach, and our team will teach physics and chemistry also. So stay tuned with our channel.